Hi, I'm Monette, and it's time for another episode of Unravel the Myth. Geez, Louise. I want to get a little more serious this time, and I'm going to apologize right off because this might run over 5 minutes. I hope you can bear with me. I don't want to put it in 2 parts because it's important. This is an important topic, and I really think that I need to spend enough time on it. A lot of things involved in what I'm about to talk about, the 60s and the 3 assassinations of Kennedy, King, and Kennedy. And I want you to know right off the bat, I am not MAGA. I am not QAnon. But I lived that period and I heard all the controversy. And then I started researching this book. And I've got pages marked to show you there are things that a lot of people refuse to consider about this. Now, what I do in this is I trace the evolution of civil rights, but I also trace assassinations and their attempts at assassinations. You know that Garfield and Lincoln and McKinley were all assassinated, right? That happened before the Secret Service came around. Now the Secret Service, let's see if I have that in here. Oh wait, no, this is my version without the index, sorry. But the Secret Service, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, right now, what year, but once the Secret Service came in, no other president was assassinated until the 60s. Now, Kennedy had Secret Service. But that assassination was so cleverly planned, the Secret Service couldn't do anything about it. That indicates conspiracy. Martin Luther King, Kennedy was the first president to really get serious about civil rights. I mean, in this book, I demonstrate all of the evolution of civil rights and how presidents were afraid of the Southern Democrats and the strong voting bloc that they had down there. So civil rights was always, even by the Republicans, and especially by the Republicans. It was actually FDR who made the first, efforts toward civil rights. Eisenhower did a little. And Kennedy was kind of forced into, he developed a relationship with King, and his brother, Bobby, was very big on civil rights. They got Wallace to back down, for instance, that's in here. So there are reasons people think he was assassinated, and I have more that nobody has gotten at. So you got to take a look and really open your mind to the idea that we don't know who was behind the assassinations or behind the conspiracies, but this gives you some good ideas. For instance, Kennedy, King, and Kennedy could have been killed by Southern Democrats. Yes, Democrats killing their own. Democrats, the KKK, killing. And there's somebody that was probably really behind it all with the money and the planning and all of that. I know we all know the Jim Garrison story about New Orleans and all of that. There could be some truth there. And we as a country are afraid to look closer at what really caused those assassinations and why civil rights is so hard to comprehend yet today. We're still a backwater country when it comes to civil rights. It's sad. Once we understand what happened in the 60s, I think we'll see everything else fall into place, and that's what I tried to do in this book. Do you know that Ford and Reagan were both shot at by lone assassins? They didn't succeed. Those are lone assassins. Secret Service stopped those kinds of crazy lone gunmen. These 60s assassinations were not crazy lone gunmen. That's no other way to look at it. So if everybody could understand, and maybe, I hate to promote this because I'm actually working on 3rd edition, but 2nd edition has all the details, and I'm not going to be changing it for 3rd edition. 3rd edition is going to have the 2024 election cycle to finish up, hopefully to finish up Trump. But I can't stress enough how much we need to understand our country, and understanding our civil rights is all a huge part of that. And because they can do what they do to blacks, they can do what they do to women, they can do what they want to do. I mean, who's they? Well, I think you know the answer to that. Thanks for listening, and look at that. I didn't go much over 5 minutes. Thank you. I will be serious from time to time. I promise you, not all the time. We'll have some fun too. Bye for now.